Hey guys, welcome to GM Softwares. Today we are going to know how to deal with errors. Well, the main reason for error is just bracket. Yeah, bracket, the curly bracket in which we write the code. So in this case, you should know that whenever you go to the event handler of your button, for example, our fetching button, if we go to the event handler, then we see this error. The main thing is that when you write the code, you should provide the code between these two gray lines and the bracket on the two gray lines. So the block inside these two curly brackets of the gray lines is the event handler for the button. This is the code for the button. This code tells the button to do something, and this code should be written between these two gray lines or these two brackets. So many a times people provide extra bracket in the code which just takes the place of this bracket, and the event handler just creates an error because it seems to the NetBeans that the event handler is not completed and therefore it provides errors. But in this case, you could see if I click near this curly bracket on the first gray line, then the next curly bracket on the second gray line just gets highlighted in the yellow color. This means the event handler is properly closed. This means there is an error inside the code block. So we should now check that whether we have added any extra bracket or we might have removed any existing bracket. So we'll check that. For checking that, just click near the curly bracket which you see first. In my case, this is a try block. So just click near this curly bracket. This bracket gets highlighted, and the next bracket which tells where the try block closes also gets highlighted, and you could see that this bracket is outside the catch expression. This means the catch expression is inside our try block, which means that the try block is without any catch exception. Therefore we are getting an error here. You could see the error is try without catch. That's obvious because we have, according to NetBeans, we have not written any catch expression outside this bracket. Therefore we are getting an error. But why we are getting an error when we have written the catch expression? This means this bracket is extra. So we'll start by removing this bracket. Okay, but still we get an error. That's the case. Okay, so we should check. Now the next curly bracket I see is near the while loop. Now click here. Okay, so the while loop is the main target which was creating the error because the while loop is not properly closed. This bracket was for try block, for the closing of try block. If you remember your theory, then you always know that when you close the try block, then the catch block starts. This means where the place where the catch block is started, this means this bracket here was for the closing of this try block, but in this case it's the closing of this while loop. This means we missed a bracket for the closing of while loop. So let's just put the bracket here, and okay, that's nice. We have successfully removed all the errors from this okay, what happened from this thing, this block here. You could see this block doesn't have any of those errors, but put if I remove this bracket from here, you get error. And it's very obvious why you are getting those errors because you have removed the bracket from the while loop. That's why we are getting an error, and that's pretty obvious. So thanks for watching. Meet you soon. I'll meet you soon. Just like the video and subscribe to my channel.